lights are so bright. Is there any way, can we turn the lights down a touch? They're very, very, very bright. How do you do it?
He's going to do it.
Oh, who's going to do it? Sweet. Alright.
Hold on.
Cameras, can you adjust the blue light? Is that better, Steve? Alright. Vinny.
Steve, what are the main areas of concern coming out of that match going into the next one?
I think we actually weren't too far away. We were probably 75 runs in the first innings and 50 odd in the second innings probably, and another 120, 125 runs. Things could certainly be different, but I was pleased with the first morning. That was it could have gone either way. I could have certainly bowled that first morning, but opted to bat, and the way the batters applied themselves at first session, unfortunately we lost bangers right on the break, but those guys applied themselves really well to be one for 100 odd, I think it was, at the break, and then I think when the ball started to reverse, the middle order obviously didn't do their job and lost wickets in clumps. Rabada bowled exceptionally well throughout the whole match, and yeah, I think that was probably the part that let us down the most.
Just in terms of the batting side of things, in the Ashes you had a lot of guys making hundreds, I suppose, including yourself. Is there something that's just not quite clicking there in terms of going on to make that big score to set up?
Well, we haven't got 100 so far in this series, so that's not ideal. Mitchell Marsh probably deserved 100 in the first Test match, to be fair, but if we're getting batters scoring big hundreds, it certainly helps us out a hell of a lot, and unfortunately we haven't been able to do that so far in this series, but also a good opportunity to turn it around in the next two Test matches.
Would it be handy not to have Romano there in the next two Tests, and what did you make of that incident that the Fuji's been charged?
I won't say it's handy not to have him. I think he's a world-class bowler, and you always want to come up against the best, that's for sure. And he's right up there. He's unbelievable the way he's been bowling. I think he's the fastest bloke to take 4 10-foot wicket hauls for South Africa in 28 Test matches, and that's something pretty special. So, look, you want to come up against the best, and right now it's obviously in the hands of the ICC after his hearing last night, and if he's there, he's there. If he's not, he's not. It's our job to have a plan either way and keep playing or try and play some better cricket than we did this week.
Steve, just on that with Rabada, is the way he has celebrated his wickets, I mean, is it, obviously as a batsman you have to, you're probably at your angriest when immediately after you've been dismissed, is it a source of annoyance or irritation?
From a batter's point of view?
If the bowler's getting in your face.
Perhaps, and I think it's something that the ICC's been trying to crack down on for some time, and just trying to ensure that things look sportsmanlike out on the field, and it's probably the time that they don't need to celebrate as much. They've just got your wicket and you're on your way, so it's it's a time to just chill out and be happy that it's done.
Just one on your own batting, Steve. The last few years you've gone from about a sort of 60 strike rate in 2014 to just sort of high 40s at the moment. Was that a deliberate evolution, or do you think it's bowlers are sort of making it harder for you to score runs quickly and I guess change games quickly?
Well, perhaps that it's a bit harder to score. Obviously, played a lot more now since 2014, and obviously the more you play, the more people have plans to you to try and keep you quiet and those kind of things. So I think it's just a part of batting. Sometimes you have to work really hard for your runs and take a little bit longer, and some days you come out and things happen really quickly for you. It's just a part of sort of playing and adapting to whatever's being thrown at you, and obviously the surfaces make a big difference as well.
Telford, Sammy, Robbie.
Steve, you've got some spirited players in your own team. As a captain, how do you, and people want to see that on the field, I'm sure you do as a captain, how do you balance keeping them spirited and stopping them from crossing the line?
Yeah, that's right. It can be difficult at times, and you want to see guys enjoying themselves and getting in the battle, and it's just about ensuring that they don't go over the line, and make sure that I guess they stay within the boundaries of what's acceptable and what's not. And as I said last week, sometimes guys are going to go over the top and probably get done for it, but it's about just trying to stay within the boundaries.
Steve, what was the thinking with having Mitch Marsh at first to start of this innings and being replaced by Shaw after the match?
Yeah, he's got a bit of a groin strain, so he was struggling to move a little bit. I was told at the break that he can actually run, so unfortunately he could have been out in the field when he was in slip, but he still should have taken that catch. But it's everyone drops it every now and again. I've been pretty guilty myself of recent times, so it's just one of those things, and we'll move on.
Is he okay? How are the rest of the quicks?
I think all the quicks are going really well. I haven't heard today, but before today they were all feeling fine. So hopefully with a good 10-day break, they can freshen up a little bit. And in regards to Mitch Marsh, it's obviously a good break now between now and the next Test match, and he's telling me he'll be fine. But we'll wait and see how things go.
Obviously spoke with both captains pre-game about behaviour. How, from your point of view, how do you feel the team behaved, I suppose, particularly with those send-offs for you and David to sort of just get off the field?
Yeah, I thought we behaved really well this game. I don't think we've got any indiscretions as far as I know, unless something has come up today. But no, I think we played in really good spirit. We battled hard and played good hard cricket, and no one overstepped the line, which is pleasing.
Particularly with David, it's hard to him out knowing that, if he gets one more point, he might be suspended.
He was well behaved too. No, look, I think we played the game in really good spirit, and it was pleasing that we did that. Obviously on the wrong end of the result, unfortunately, but we were outplayed, but played the game in good spirit.
Steve, do you think cricket could go the route of football with players having demerit points against them? So, for example, when KG touches your shoulder and then there's a simulation, or not particularly you, but other players could be looking to get players suspended.
Can you explain that to me, sorry?
In terms of when players have demerit points against them, and
Sure.
if they get another charge,
Yeah.
they could get suspended. So the opposition would look to get them suspended via some sort, as in goading them, getting an act out of them, an outburst out of them.
I don't know. I guess that's up to whichever team wants to do that kind of thing. But I certainly don't think I baited Kagiso in any way. That's how I felt anyway.
Last one, Pete.
Stephen, on the Cricket Australia official website, there's an article quoting a fellow national contracted player saying the Proteas are the sort of side that likes to dish it out and then runs to the authorities. Does the Test side feel that way as well?
I think that both sides have given their fair amount at times, and both. If you give it, you've got to be willing to cop it as well. I think that's part of playing international sport. You've got to be willing to take it if you're going to hand it out. That's for sure.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Steve.